What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today once again we are looking at some more trades I took on EURUSD around the London Open session. So if we look into the past, you'll notice right here that we have this resistance area. So I went ahead and I dragged this into the future, which you can see right here. Let me just move that up a little bit more right there. And when I hopped on the charts, price was roughly in this area, and I noticed that there was a trend going right here. So you guys know me, I love trend. I never really trade against it until it breaks. So I saw that price was trending up. We had this resistance area right here from the past that was then broken and retested, and then price came back into this trend line and this support. So those are two confirmations, the retest of this support area and this trend line right there. And my third confirmation that I got to take this trade was when we got this very bullish price action right here. So after this candle closed, I went ahead and took it because this shows me that the sellers are no longer in control. We're also still trending up, so I had no reason to believe price would move down after I entered my trade. And you guys can see within the next 10 minutes how price closed up here, and that was an easy win. And then the second trade that I took was roughly all of these same confirmations. We can see that we can see that the trend right here broke and that we were now trending down. And then trend broke again down here, as well as retesting the support level and holding. We also have a reversal pattern right here. This is an inverse head and shoulders. So once I saw this very bullish price action right here, I went ahead and took my trade, and you can see how within the next 10 minutes price just took off. So both of these trades, very simple. We're just going with the trend, and if trend isn't going the direction that we see, then we just wait for trend to break. So for me overall, I noticed that EURUSD was in an uptrend, so I could have taken a trade up here when price broke trend and waited for a retest or some kind of price action that told me to sell, like these two wicks and candles right here. But I knew that overall EURUSD was trending up, so I was only looking for buy opportunities at this time. So when price came back into the support level and held, and then gave me a reversal pattern plus bullish price action, those were the three confirmations that I needed for this second trade. So overall, very simple. You guys know me, I like to keep trading as simple as possible, and that's what has allowed me to become consistent and profitable. I used to try to trade all kinds of different ways, you know, whatever the shiniest new thing that came out, or someone said that they had the best way to trade, or a new program or algorithm or indicator came out. You know, I tried it all, and I wasted years and years of time just jumping from one thing to the next thing instead of just picking one thing and mastering it and allowing myself to become profitable. Because at the end of the day, every style of trading works unless you're doing something fundamentally wrong, like trying to sell at support areas or buy at resistance and things like that. But at the end of the day, you know, trend lines work. You have to know when they work and when they don't work. You know, indicators work, but you have to know when they work and when they don't. You know, you have to master the ins and outs of every style of trading that you look at. So I suggest you find the one that makes the most sense to you. The way that I trade makes the most sense to me, but that doesn't mean that it will make the most sense for you. So at the end of the day, like I've said, just pick whatever makes the most sense to you right now at your current level of trading, and then just master that and figure out when it works and when it doesn't work. And then also go back if you lose a trade and figure out why you lost. Was it because you did something wrong, or was it just because, you know, you can't win every trade, and not every time that I enter a trade based off this trading style does it go the way that I want, but overall more often than not it does. So that's why I stick to this. So just make sure you learn the ins and outs of whatever style of trading that you decide to use. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Pew, pew.